Speaking?
Hello, this is Sue from the Care Quality Commission. I just spoke to one of my business services people about 15 minutes ago,
Sorry, Sue,
and they
Sue?
said that you'd contacted us.
Sorry, what, Sue? Sue Stanton?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Okay, is there an issue?
Oh, yes. Well, it's because I've been twittering, and some of them indirectly related to previous experience.
Yeah, I know, but what's your, what is your actual issue?
Well,
because obviously I've
specifically at this very moment.
obviously tried to get hold of you whilst you've been twittering.
Well, there's,
so what's the
there's
issue?
two things. First of all, because of this, I've been told that I can only attend at certain time, 2 hours a day, at a certain time limit, 10 to 12.
Yeah, but what is the issue? Why have they told you that?
Because of the twittering.
Right, okay.
Well, because of the comments I've made.
Right, okay.
These have been indirect previous experience and new experience.
Yeah.
And, taking photos of my mother.
What, you want to or you have?
No, I have, yeah.
You have taken photos, right?
Yeah. And
Right.
twittered, yeah.
Why? Was that for any particular event or?
Well, yes, some of them have been. I mean, they used a chair which they didn't use. They didn't use the basic. Well, there was I don't know whether she's seen this. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a gossip. She won't actually say who said what. You know, when she's seen the Twitter. Somebody else has phoned her and said, you know, have you seen what he's twittered about? So you're never quite sure about what the specific issue is, unfortunately. But yes, they're, you know, just like all care homes and the care sector.
Well,
you know, it's not
I'm only interested in what your experience.
All right, and today, specifically, last night I was phoned up by a nurse from the home to tell me that a doctor had been called out.
Yeah.
One was a bruise to the head, and the other, she wasn't very specific because I got a phone message. I didn't actually speak to the nurse. She left a message.
Right, okay.
But I believe she's probably on antibiotics, and that's possibly TIA. That's most likely possibly because of lack of fluids. I mean, a couple of times I've taken photos of 3 filled mugs on the shelf, sort of thing, you know. And, so if there's 3 filled mugs of liquid, you know, obviously they're not getting the liquids in at times. This is 2 things, perhaps because of the skills, and also because, well, perhaps my mother's condition at times, but also I've tried to encourage them to feed her, allow her to, well, that's some. Now, at any rate, look, today, yes. So there's 2 things. Today, there's a residents and carers meeting.
Yeah.
Because of the restrictions on the time, 10 to 12, I'm barred from that. At the weekend, I was barred from a summer, it was a bank holiday, well, it was actually on the Sunday.
Yeah.
But they had a bank holiday, a festive.
So did you ask if you could attend those? Because
yes, I was told to go. Yes, no, I did. I was told to go.
Okay.
On the Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
To leave. Because, well, you see, somebody let me in, and then another care worker saw I was in, you know, somebody lets you in, and then another care worker said, oh, you can't.
Right, okay.
So, but that was the duty manager. That wasn't the manager. But she said, I'll call the police if you don't leave. Because the manager had informed the duty managers, whoever they will be, you know, when she's absent.
Yeah.
But, if I'm not within the time of 10 to 12. But today I tried to attend because of the comment from the nurse the message left on the phone last night. I made it perfectly clear that I wanted to take a photo, and she's also barred me from taking photos.
Who's that, the manager?
Yeah. And so, you know, because of the issue of the bruise to the head, I wanted to take a photo.
Yeah.
I've taken, I mean, I don't know how long you've been an inspector, but the things you see in care homes,
No.
you know,
Well, no,
and I have taken some photos in my previous care home, and I've put them up, you know, I've used them recently, and of course perhaps he feels that, you know, I don't know what.
So have you tried formally to have a face-to-face meeting with this manager about the concerns that
Well, they did offer me a meeting, but I didn't attend that. I can't remember being offered the opportunity. I got a note a couple of days later, which was last week. This took place last week between a doctor and a social worker. But to tell you the truth, you know, social workers, you know, they still haven't finalised. The last big report I saw had about 16 mistakes in, you know, from a county council social worker. And in all honesty, and the other thing that you know, obviously, which has failed, as you know, I'm sure, that they're under an obligation to visit every year, aren't they?
Who?
Social workers.
I can't comment on your mother's case.
No, sorry, no.
Obviously,
generally,
it depends on, you know.
No, generally speaking.
The review. I know that I've seen other people that have been visited yearly, and it's their care review. It's a multidisciplinary team thing. But obviously I couldn't comment.
No, not specifically for my... No. If you do speak to social workers, they'll even tell you that they don't actually comply. I can't remember what act it is, but they're supposed to do a review every year. Yes?
Can I make a suggestion that you basically contact the care home manager and arrange a formal meeting?
No, yes and no, but
with her.
No, all right then. What about the issue of the medication, the Bruise today then?
Well, that's what I'm suggesting. If you arrange a meeting with her
if there's
and say, look, you know, these are my concerns, and this is what I would like to do.
No. So look, it's a Bruise. It's going to go very quickly. Well, you know, by the time we've done all the paperwork and all the reviews and things like this, look, basically she said no cameras, right?
Yeah, no, I've heard that.
And no access.
But what I'm suggesting you do is contact the manager.
I've spoken to her today,
and have a chat with her today.
Sorry, I have. I saw her today.
Oh, right.
She's the one who...
Well, I can't... Usually establishments, care homes, hospitals, etc., they usually have policies and procedures in place with regards to things like accessing records, photographs and all this sort of thing, because obviously they have to get consent around photographs being taken anyway.
It's my mother.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what issue... What law are you talking about now?
No, I'm not talking about a law. I'm talking about... Normally, they have policies and procedures in place that staff have to follow.
I'm not a member of staff.
Records being seen by family members, or photographs, because it's all linked to that individual person.
No, and what part of the competencies on your or standards is this of the CQC?
CQC, you're talking about outcome 16, where it's assessing and monitoring quality of care. Okay, it doesn't specifically say, okay, you've got to have this policy and you've got to have that, but they have to demonstrate how they're safeguarding the information that they've collected around your mother.
Yes, but if you have
my
a
other
Bruise
suggestion would be, if you're not happy with what their response is to put forward a formal complaint.
To whom?
To the care home manager. The care home then has to formally investigate and respond to you within certain time limits.
Are you interested in how this Bruise came about?
I've been told it was a fall. The person you spoke to on the phone at CQC said that your mother fell out of bed. Is that correct?
Oh, no. He was talking about how long is a piece of string. And we went into a scenario.
How did the Bruise come about?
Precisely. You tell... that's what I want to know.
Right.
Well, the manager wouldn't tell me.
Right, okay. Well, that's not helpful, is it?
Sorry, look, with your care worker, you know, now, you say you've been doing this a few years.
I have.
Now, what I compared to your colleague, he said it was a piece of, you know, I was trying to get, he wasn't quite sure You know, this is why I asked what legislation this is. How long is a piece of string? Now, I was a toolmaker. I don't know. And then, if you say something's 10 centimetres, a centimetre long. Now, nobody in the world can make something 10 centimetres long. You have something called a tolerance, you know, plus or minus.
Yeah.
Now, in the CQC, I'm not quite, you know, and the other expression I use, you know, how many aircraft fall out of the sky? But
yeah, no,
how many patients fall out of bed?
What I'm trying to do is to provide you with some advice and support.
Well, no, sorry, oh, no, I saw the manager today.
Understand what your problem is with the...
Sorry, I saw the manager today. She refused to allow me to come in because I told her that my aim, you know, quite bluntly, it was, you know, I could have gone without a camera and things like that, and she would have let me in. But, you know, I said, I want to take a photograph, you know, I don't want to play silly games with people.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Now, so she's refused that. Obviously, there's a question, and she would not explain how the bruise came about. Now, I think that's, you know, I've tried this before. My mother has had so many, you know, if you have been through a few care homes, you go through, there's so many cuts, abrasions. I mean, the hospitals are interested in fractures, you know, because a fracture costs a lot of money to repair. But doctors and nurses, you know, the district nurses turn up to the care homes and they do a lot of these minor patch-ups. Sometimes you have an abrasion.
I'm just trying to understand what it is you want from me.
Okay, right, today,
all these different scenarios.
Today, no, it's quite simple then. Today, I've been refused entrance because I wanted to take a photograph of the bruise, which was seen to, which a doctor came to, and how she is, because she probably has, like I say, the message on the phone wasn't quite clear why she needs antibiotics.
Yeah.
And I was refused entrance because I told her I wanted to take a photograph.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, what's wrong with that?
Well, I can't comment because, as I've tried to explain to you, they do have their policies and procedures
No, sorry, what about you?
that they have to follow. And, you know, obviously I'm not at the care home, but I'm just trying to say to you that they've got certain systems in place.
No,
you would,
what about
you know,
yours?
when you were working, you know, so that they actually follow them.
What about your policy?
So what do you want me to do about it?
Well, you tell me. No. I've explained. I'm a relative, a close relative,
I
who's just been refused access.
Yeah.
And also I'm concerned, I want to take a photo to see what the, you know, because, look, we can all say...
Well, to be honest, I can't turn around and say that you can take a photo of anything because, you know, this is between you and the care home.
All right then, why is it she's refused to describe how she got this bruise? Therefore, there has been an incident, an accident,
obviously, yeah, and what I would expect
or something or other.
The perspective is that they then document that incident and send it through on an alert form to CQC so that we can see what the problem was and what they did about it.
What, even a basic
follow
bruise?
it up if needs be.
Even a bruise or an abrasion?
Yeah, no, seriously. You know, I get things like people falling out of bed and they notify us immediately. Or they should notify us.
Oh, they should, but come on. What about when you need an elastoplast to put over an abrasion to a cut which is, a care worker had accidentally pushed the table too close? Is that notifiable as well? That's the excuse I got the other day for one.
Right, okay.
Now, unfortunately, that would turn out okay. My mother's skin, well, she's old, well into her mid-80s plus, and she has had dry skin, and she's had a lot of issues, and of course when we're going back into old issues, but of course, you know, when you do cut the skin, it can become infected, then you have to have antibiotics, and it could, you know, things just go on and on. But going back today, is there nothing, I'm barred from attending relative carers meetings, I'm barred.
The only thing that I can suggest is, apart from, you know, is formal complaints. You can talk to your lawyers about it, And the only thing that I can do is ring up the care home and see if I can speak to the manager if she's still around, and ask her to contact you and arrange a formal meeting where you can...
Oh, they've already proposed another one.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I can
Now, what
do.
about today? I cannot see what the damage is to my mother. Are you interested in the damage? How do you get a bruise?
No, that's what I'm saying is, what
Now, what
I
about
can
you?
do is contact the care home.
No, it's going to go. How do you know how severe this is? And why does she need antibiotics?
I don't know.
Well, perhaps
You don't know. And what I'm saying to you is that I will contact the care home, speak to the manager, ask her to ring you direct and have a conversation with you, and if needs be, I'll ask her to invite you in today if needs
no,
be.
she's done
to
that
have a
already
formal
again.
meeting.
No, she's proposed another meeting, and until I attend another meeting, she's put these restrictions on. But basically, still today, these restrictions prevent me from recording and monitoring what happens.
Look, if I speak to her today, if I can try and get hold of her today and ask her to bring that meeting forward.
No, that's not going to be the point.
At least then you can go in today, you can have the conversation.
No. What about...
I can't do anything else.
What about the issue of the bruise? Aren't you considering the care quality is not interested in how this happened?
No, I've not said that. I have not said that at all. All I'm saying, I'm trying to put...
Forget about myself now. Think about my mother. That's what it's about.
No, I know this is about your mother. But what I'm trying to do is support you as a relative as well, so that you can go in and understand what's going on with your mother, and they can communicate to you what,
the trouble is,
they haven't communicated.
Have you met the manager?
Hopefully reassure you.
You've met the manager before, I take it, of this one?
No, I haven't. Not this manager, no.
Oh, you've not been to this, have you?
No.
No, I see. No, it's all right. I mean, obviously it's one of these homes which have been transferred.
Would you like me to contact the manager and see if I can get
but
her
it's going to be too late. I can't see the extent of the bruise now. And, like I say, it was good of the nurse, obviously, to phone me up.
Yeah, well, that's what they should do.
Yes,
Yeah.
but obviously over the phone, when it's a message left, but the manager would not actually talk to me unless I handed over my mobile phone and my camera.
Well, that's why I'm suggesting what I've just suggested.
But look, but what's wrong with a relative taking in their mobile phone and a camera?
Well, there isn't anything wrong.
Yes, but is that legally a stance? Is it a breach of liberty?
I can't comment on that because I don't know, and I've never been, asked these questions before. That's why I'm suggesting, if you're not sure about that,
I've been offered a
your
meeting.
lawyer,
because
I honestly don't know the answer to those questions because I've never had this problem.
So they're not the concerns of the CQC?
Sorry?
They're not the concerns of the CQC?
No, I've not said that.
No. Okay. Yeah,
No,
well, you just told me to speak to a lawyer. That's going to cost me money.
Would you like to talk to the manager?
You can, but...
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Try and pave the way for this manager to contact you and have a chat with you.
Perhaps it's about time the home has an inspection, I don't know, because they've you've given them permission to open up a dementia unit, and you put them on the first floor, away from access to the garden.
Well, we haven't actually done... we haven't done that. I know they're due an inspection.
No, you re-registered them to allow dementia.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah,
they're not a nursing home.
What I'm saying, they are due an inspection, which, when we do inspect, will be unannounced. So, basically, we'll just walk in there.
No, sorry, you've re-registered them. That you've given them permission to have whatever you like to call it, a ward, a division, a section, as a dementia unit. They were a nursing home. My mother's needs are supposed to be nursing as opposed to dementia now.
Right.
So they put her on a nursing division.
Right.
And unfortunately makes noise at times and given, she has been taken off them, but she was given the sleeping tablet. I mean, do you think that's right? The chemical cost?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know your mother's case. I can't comment
No, but
on
do you
anything
think that
like
to
that.
keep somebody quiet, the chemical kosh is all right still, is it?
Yeah, I know, but I can't comment on her clinical care. You know, you'd have to talk to a doctor.
No, but the CQC, shouldn't they're not interested in the chemical kosh concept then?
I've not said that.
Sorry.
All I've said to you is that I can't comment on clinical care.
Yeah.
You're asking me about a particular tablet and is this right? I can't comment because, you know, we don't actually comment on that particular aspect of clinical care.
I mean, like, she has been
You have to talk to one of the doctors.
Oh, I did. No, it's been, no, she has been taken off it. But nevertheless, the nurse phoned up a doctor. Can I give her one? Keep her quiet, you know, put her to sleep. And the doctor over the phone said yes. I mean, is that right? I mean, no, it's okay.
The drug,
well, thanks very much.
Put it this way, if the drug is prescribed as require basis, then yeah, they can do that. If it's written down on a prescription chart,
is it right to
use
keep it
as
quiet?
required. But if it's not prescribed, then no, because that goes against their drug policy.
Well, I'm not quite sure whether that's prescribed or not nowadays. I was told they did contact the doctor, but
yeah,
like
normally it would have to be prescribed.
But like I
by
say,
the doctor.
Because of my comments, she has been taken off it. But that's what they wanted in the first place. That's how they operate at the moment still.
Right, okay.
Well, thanks very much, but basically you'll talk to the manager and...
Well, I'll
the
talk to the
manager
manager and I'll get her to give you a call back and then you can make...
Oh, I don't know. I wish you'd email me or something. I don't really want to talk to her anymore now.
Well, I'm just thinking of you and your mother, to be honest. You know, obviously you're not happy with the events of the past day with regards to your mother's bruise and...
But don't you follow that up at all? Aren't you interested in how that happened?
No, I have explained we do follow things like that up with regards to... They'll notify us on a notification and we follow it up that way. But I will obviously talk to the manager tonight and, you know, just try and ascertain what the problem was. And I will say to her that she's got to talk to you and tell you what the problem is.
Well, thanks very much, but I'm very sad in a way because, you know, I do know the CQ, you know, the managers, you know, they don't report things at the end of the day.
Well, this will be documented on our system. Whatever I say to her tonight will be documented.
Oh, yeah, well, in this particular case,
you can't then turn around and say, you know, nothing was said, and that is taken into account when we go in and we inspect as well any incidents that we feel haven't been investigated appropriately, etc., or managed appropriately. We do actually look into those as well when we go in.
How are you doing with the takeover from Southern Cross? Because there's so many bad practices, wasn't there? Isn't there? Yes.
I can only comment with regards to the cases I've been into. Obviously, we only go into limited numbers of places per inspector.
Yeah.
So...
They've had a lot of issues.
but a lot of them have been taken over, haven't they, by different care providers now. And,
oh yes, I see them.
I know from some of the ones that I looked after, the care providers that took them over were doing a really good job.
Oh, took them over, yes, but no, what you let the Southern Cross get away with for the other ones?
Personally,
sorry, when I say you, I don't mean you.
Yeah, I know. Personally, I didn't. I actually, and I can't really comment on that past history.
No. Okay. Well, thanks very much, but my main concern is about
part
today.
of the country at that point.
Oh, my main concern is about today.
Right, okay, what I'll do, I'll confirm to you that I've had a conversation with this manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay then, so it's pleasure talking to you, and I'll see what I can do.
Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.